Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be filming a plan with me for the week of May 27th through June 2nd, so the first week of June. Finally moving into June, so we're getting there in terms of catching up, although we're doing it very slowly. And I realized that the camera is kind of lopsided, so that you're seeing more of this side than this side, and I tried to adjust it, but I couldn't, so that's just how it's gonna be. So this week was supposed to be my big exciting no white space or some white space planning week, but I did an oopsie and I didn't order all of the parts and pieces that came with this kit. So I am using the Whole New World kit by ScribblePrintsCo, which is a gorgeous kit. It's a little bit of a modern take on Aladdin, but obviously not super modern. So there's still some parts and pieces from the original movie, but it is a very cool kit and I love the purple colors in it. And this is for the week that I rewatched all the Aladdin films and saw the live action. So obviously it's a big Aladdin week, which is why I'm using this kit. Here's a little freebie that comes with it. And I did get the 15mm washi strip add-on. So you would cut this in half and use this and use the foil overlay over that. I did not get the glitter headers with this kit, and I'm just now realizing that it was most likely because I already have a ton of purple glitter header stickers left over from other kits that I intended on getting rid of by using them for this week. But I didn't get the label sampler, and that was what would have enabled me to make this an actual some white space kit. And I'm disappointed that I didn't get that, because that was my plan, and I was going to use gold bougie boxes because there's some gold in the kit and it was going to look really cool, but I'm already to the point of filming it and I don't really have time to, wait to order those and then wait for them to come in before I film. I kind of just want to do this right now. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it with white space like all of my previous kits have been, all my previous spreads. I am going to use foil though. I'm using the April Mystery wiggle from ScribblePrintsCo. This was originally meant to go with the Tangled sort of themed kit that I think Jessica from J. Crew Plans, for their April Mystery, I think last year I want to say. And I do think I have that kit. Actually, no, I don't. I have their other Tangled kit, but I don't have that one. I don't really have an intention of getting that one, but this purple glitter foil seemed like it would go perfectly with this. It was, almost the exact same shade, and I think it's going to look gorgeous. So I am really excited to do that. Let me see if this overlays. No, it doesn't. It's too small. Oh no. So now I have to choose. I'm probably still going to use the foil one. When I do foil kits, foil trumps what's in the original kit. So here's kind of what the foil looks like. It's got the icons, the header overlays, and the full box overlays. It does not have photo corners. Here's the washi overlay right here, the bows, and then the extra stuff is just a crap ton of bows in various sizes, and there are no flag overlays or anything like that, which is kind of disappointing, but that's okay. I'm probably just going to put a bow over the flags and call that good. So it is a rather smaller wiggle, and then it's missing a lot of the stuff that the newer wiggles have, like the flag overlays and everything, but I think it'll be fine. I'm still gonna make it work. I just, I really like the colors. I'm glad it has the date dots, because I would also need the date dots, and the icons are really the most important parts of that for me. So without further ado, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna start by putting down the layout and struggling with this, because I don't think I've ever cut washi in half with the intention of using these, so that's going to be kind of hard, and it's probably going to look really messed up, just letting you know. And I'm going to try to find the appropriate glitter headers to make it work, so it's going to be a little bit of a struggle bus, but hopefully it will turn out alright. So let's go ahead and just get into it. Okay, so now let's get into the day by day. So starting Monday, I had work, so I'm using a Sweet Avis paper accounting type sticker to mark that, and I put a cupcake behind it because there were cupcakes for free, and I probably had way too many if I remember that day correctly. One of my friends in produce kept pushing me to eat them as like a joke, but then I ate them, so not really a joke. I also biked to work, so I'm using a Fox and Cactus sticker for that. And then later that day when I got home, I sang along to some of my favorite songs, so I'm using a musical Munchkin from What's Wrong with Love for that. And I got groceries before coming home, so the icon from the wiggle of the shopping cart is to mark that. So going into the lower part of Monday, I did have a headache, so I'm using a label from the kit to mark that with a Whimsical Cat Studio sticker on the side, and it does say headache, so it's kind of repetitive that I then wrote in headache, but I needed to write something in that space. The star icon from the wiggle is just to mark that I sorted my Monopoly tickets for the promotion that Safeway was doing at the time. There's not really a good sticker to mark that, so I just used a random one from the wiggle just to use it. I ended up switching these stickers around, but the emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. with the donut is obviously to mark that I had a donut that evening. Wow, donuts and cupcakes in the same day. What was going on? I was going crazy. That's why I gained 11 pounds in the few months after I started working there. Still trying to work those off, by the way. So, I also finished the book that I was reading at the time, which is The House with the Clock in Its Walls. So the book stack icon from the wiggle is to mark that. Again, it was good, but the movie was better. I mean, it was kind of an okay book, actually. The movie was definitely a lot better. So going into Tuesday, I started reading another book, and I don't remember what book it is or what it's called because I wrote in book club, but that doesn't mean anything to me, so I don't know if it was for a book club or if it was called book club, and neither of those sounds right, so I have no idea. I should look up my Goodreads account, what I was reading at the time, because I want answers now. If I remember it, I'll write it in the description. And then the grocery icon is left over from probably a Michael's sheet or something to mark that I got groceries that day. I'm using a donut sticker from Jalen Paper Co. to mark that I had a bagel because I didn't have any bagel stickers, and it was the sticker that looked most like a bagel from the donut sheet. So I kind of cheated, but I had a bagel, and I never have bagels, and I love bagels, so I had to mark it. The Whimsical Cat Studio girl is to mark work, again from the accounting or budgeting type sheet. I'm using a Paper Shire bed, formerly Toffee Bananas, in case you didn't know, in case you live under some kind of rock. But that bed is to mark nap time. I just needed to use those stickers. And the pink, I guess, kind of matches the spread a little bit. Matches the flower in the full box you can see on the screen right now. The money icon from the wiggle is to mark that I had to pay a medical bill. And then the quarter box and the fluff and fold sticker from, I think, Pink Pixel Graphics, possibly, is to mark that I folded laundry. And then I also called my dad, so I'm using a phone icon from the kit. I like to kind of alternate between kit icons and wiggle icons just to, keep it from being too much foil. So Wednesday, that Munchkin from What's Wrong with Love is to mark work. It's also from the budgeting sheet, which is like retired, I think. It's from like the bookkeeping sheet or whatever. And the bow icon is to mark that I organize stickers. Usually I use a bigger sticker for that, but again, I wanted to use up as much of the foil as I could. And then it was a super hot day, so I'm using a Sweet Avis paper sticker to mark that. And then the laptop sticker, I don't remember which shop it's from, but that's to mark that I replied to some of my messages on social media that day. Usually I don't get enough messages to reply to that I have to mark it in my planner, but I guess I had a lot, so yay, I finally get to mark that like I'm an actual, shop owner or influencer or whatever the heck. So that Pumpkin Paper Co. Jasmine sticker on the half box is to mark that I watched the first original Aladdin movie that day. I was beginning my series of rewatching in preparation for the live action movie later that week. I got groceries again, so that icon is from the kit, and I also filmed part of a haul. So I'm using the film clapper icon from the Wiggle. You can really see that foil there, it's really pretty. The sparkle is just insane. It's very similar to the sparkly purple Wiggle, which is currently in her shop. The April Mystery one was in her shop, but I think it was discontinued yesterday or the day before. So going into Thursday, I got groceries again, so that is I think Hello Petite paper sticker, possibly, but several shops use that art. The retail sticker is to mark that I was a cashier that day, and that's from the ScribblePrintsCo. After work, I went to CVS to get eyeliner, which was really bad, and I only ever get it from Amazon now because of that bad experience. But I'm using a credit card icon from the Wiggle, and then I'm using a little thing to mark Happy Meal. I was going to use the icon of the box, but I didn't really have enough room for it, so I just used a little thing. I don't remember what Happy Meal it was, so I just wrote Happy Meal. That reading sticker from Van City Stickers is to mark that I finished the book club book, whatever book that was, I don't have any idea. I'm using a Munchkin from Once More with Love to mark that I watched Aladdin 2 that day. It was decent, not great. And then I had another donut, so I'm using a scribbler from ScribblePrintsCo to mark that. And Friday, I watched Aladdin 3, so I'm using a half box to mark that, and a third Jasmine sticker that one's from the Coffee Monsters Co. I wanted to have like a huge variety of my Jasmine stickers this week, because it wouldn't make sense to use all of the same shop. I mean, it would make sense, but it wouldn't be exciting. And this is the Aladdin week, so I need it to be exciting. Although I have 2 more Aladdin kits, so I'm going to have 2 more Aladdin weeks. But I don't have enough Aladdin stickers, so I needed to be creative for this week. So I also had a white chocolate mocha that day and a donut. So I'm using a Jalen Paper Co. donut sticker. Again, I really love that sheet of her donut stickers. I highly recommend them. And then a kind of hot drink sticker from Erin Condren, actually, believe it or not. That was probably from a sampler I got. And I also placed an Amazon order that morning. Not that morning, that afternoon probably. I'm using a $ icon from the Wiggle, but you won't see that until later because I wasn't really sure if I was going to need that icon somewhere else. So that fancy label sticker is to mark that I meal planned that day, and I'm using a spoon and fork icon from the Wiggle to mark that. And above that, I'm using the kind of hair Wiggle icon to mark that I washed my hair. I'm using a $ icon from the kit, not the Wiggle, to mark that I did some budgeting. And then I finished reading The Voyages of Dr. Dolittle, which I guess I had been reading probably the week prior or something. And I put it aside to read the book club book. But I finished it that day, so I'm using a Once More with Love little reading munchkin to mark that. I'm so curious now. I'm gonna flip to the week before to see if the Doolittle book was in there. I'm seeing The House with a Clock on Its Walls, so I knew I was reading that. Was I reading like 5 books at once? Like, what is it with all these random books not in order? Yeah, I guess I was reading Doolittle the last week too. I guess I was reading 5 books at once. I am a mystery. But right now I'm reading 2 books, and I don't usually read multiple books at once, but I'm doing it again right now this week as of filming, so I don't know how I do it. Like, my memory is so bad. I don't know how I keep all this stuff straight in my head, but I somehow do. So Saturday, I'm finally marking live action Aladdin, and I'm using a Some Little Things sticker of like Aladdin this time instead of Jasmine, because I don't know. I needed it to be different from the first 3. Because it was obviously the live action, and that's why I used a movie marquee too, the only one from the kit, instead of a half box. So that quarter box is to mark that my friend Jess was supposed to come with me, but she bailed, so I was really sad, so that's a Coffee Monsters Co. sticker to mark that. And then I was really depressed that day for that reason and also other reasons. It was just all piling up on me. So that's a perfect sticker from the anxiety sheet from Fox and Cactus. I have a lot of anxiety stickers, but I don't have a ton of depression stickers, although I get depressed more than I get anxious. But it kind of worked for me for that. So if you have any like depression sticker recommendations, like I know it's kind of a sad thing to ask for recs on, but like please tell me. Because it does happen and it's real life, and I'm not going to keep that out of my plan with me's. So it's, you know, it's something that needs to be marked. So let me know if you have any that you know of or like to use. So before I saw the movie that day, I got a breakfast sandwich at a place downtown and a candy apple also. It would have been more fun to do it with Jess, so I couldn't really enjoy it, but it was still really good. So I'm using a grilled cheese sticker from Happy Day to mark that because I didn't have any, you know, other sandwich stickers that made more sense. And then an apple sticker from, I forget, it was from, I think from the Shine Sticker Studio apple sheet. I had drinks that day when I got back from the movie, and I passed out for a long nap after that because I needed alcohol. I was feeling bad. So that's an icon from the Wiggle, and then that Happy Day Pandaru sticker is like it just looks like he passed out. He's not even napping, he just passed out. So that was perfect for that. I called my parents that day too, so I'm using an icon from the Wiggle to mark that. And then I had that evening a symphony concert at the church, I think. So I'm using a symphony sticker from Happy Day, how perfect, to mark that. It's kind of big, but I made it fit. I wrote really tiny next to it so it would fit. I really like that sticker though. You don't see too many of those. So I had work on Sunday, so I'm using another munchkin to mark that from the same bookkeeping sheet. That third box is to mark that it was a long day at work and customers were mad that day. They always come all at once, all the mad customers. Some days are really good and nobody's mad, and then other days everybody's mad. So that's another perfect sticker from the Coffee Monsters code to mark that, being yelled at by a customer. Called my parents again that day, so that's a Fox and Cactus sticker to mark that, and then I placed an order with ScribblePrintsCo, so obviously I'm going to use their logo icon from the Wiggle. I did some crafting for my friend Jessica, who bailed on me the previous day. I'm using a washi sticker from the Coffee Monsters code to mark that. I did use washi in the crafting, so it was appropriate. The quarter box and the meal prep sticker from, I think, Paper Crown Planner is obviously to mark meal prep. If I have a sticker with writing on it, I'll typically layer that over washi or something. Then I was really tired that day, so there's the Coffee Monsters code so tired sticker to mark that. I need a whole sheet of those. And then it was a rainy day, so I'm using a sticker from Sweet Avis Paper to mark that. And that kind of brings us to the end of that. So right now I'm just going to put down a bunch of deco. It was really fun trying to figure out how to use all the little deco from the kit and the little twinkle deco from the Wiggle. And I think it looks really good. I also got to put it over the extra full box in the sidebar really strategically. And I also used a Once More with Love sticker of both Jasmine and Aladdin on the magic carpet in the middle of that. I wanted to use more of that sheet as deco, but it felt it would clash with the deco from the kit, so that's the only one I used, but it looks perfect. As you can see with the foil, I did use both weekend banners. I put the foil one over the double box scene, and I put the normal one in the bottom washi. So that worked. I think the bottom washi turned out really good. I think all of this did actually. I'm really pleased with it. I didn't use as many of the bows as I would like from the Wiggle. I used one over the left page flag, and I used two big ones in the double box seam, one in the lamp full box, and one in the rug and bangle bracelet box. You can kind of see those if I turn it at an angle. But yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about that. It looks really beautiful. It would look better if I was able to use like more labels and make it some white space, but it still looks really good and I'm really happy with it. And maybe I'll try doing that with my other Aladdin kits, because Lord knows I have so many. And it still is a beautiful week, so I'm really pleased with it. You're going to see the foil in different lighting in a minute, so to kind of get the full effect of it. And I really love using Wiggles, because it's like all the foil you need all in one, except for scripts, but Haven't quite delved into that yet, but I've bought some, so you'll see that soon. Alright, so that brings us to the end of that. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, and share, that would be amazing. And I will see you in my next video. Ciao.